Hey, how's it going, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to another video. Today I rolled out of bed and the patch notes were live for patch 12.12.3. So let's have a look at them and see everything that has changed, all the new stuff that's been added. And as usual, guys, BSG will always keep certain things out of the patch notes for us to find in game. So if you happen to find something that I didn't mention in these patch notes as you guys are playing the wipe, make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. That'd be really cool. So anyways, without any further ado, let's get into it. So here we go. We present Escape from Tarkov patch 12.12.3. There will be a wipe with the patch. New additions: expanded the lighthouse location, added the ability to visit the island where the lighthouse is located, and also added new interiors inside the water treatment plant facility complex. So we knew about this already, and it has finally been added. We're about to be able to explore the lighthouse and see what they've added to the water treatment facility. Now, this is the exciting stuff. Added 3 new bosses, the commanders of the USEC PMC group known as the Rogues. The leader of the gang is Knight, who coordinates the actions of the entire group and specializes in assault operations. Bird Eye maintains distance between him and the enemy, setting up ambushes and choosing positions with a clear line of sight to the area. Big Pipe prefers the grenade launcher and serves the role of massive firepower in battle and always rushes towards the enemy to reach combat distance. Monka S. Bosses maintain contact with each other and with other rogues. However, they don't stick together. Instead, keep their positioning distances. When the enemy is detected by any of the bosses or rogues, informed on the enemy location is transmitted to everybody by radio, and the bosses prepare for battle, taking up tactical positions for engagement. Bosses can help each other, use all available weapons, and are hostile to everyone. Players of any faction, scavs, and raiders. They don't communicate with the rest of the bosses and fence, so they attack enemies immediately. Killing them does not affect the player's reputation, so you can kill them on your scav runs, but good luck with that. Bosses' habitats are lighthouse, shoreline, woods, and customs. They do not stay in one place. They instead wander through these locations all the time. If the bosses have moved to one of these maps, they will be absent on the others. There's no timetable for their movement, and nobody knows what the bosses are guided by when changing their location. So that sounds insanely fun. So good luck in your early game customs quests, guys. You're going to get a big pipe up your hole if you're not careful. Added offline cooperative mode. This game mode is only available for people who have purchased Edge of Darkness pre-order edition. We've talked about this before. Added the co-op mode checkbox on the game mode selection screen. In co-op, all settings when bosses time, whether are identical to online raids. Progress in co-op raids is not saved, and the gear taken into such raids won't be lost upon death, same as offline mode. The start as group checkbox allows for all players in the group to spawn together in the center of the location. With the checkbox unticked, all players will spawn like it's an online raid. Very cool. The number of players in the group for the co-op mode has been increased and depends on the maximum number of players in the selected location. The number of co-op servers may be limited under heavy loads. In this case, on the group gathering screen, you will see a message saying, "Attention, high load on practice mode servers." This message means that finding a server for a co-op raid may take longer than usual, which is absolutely fair enough. They'll just have to test and see how many people want to play it and how much of a load it's going to put on the servers. Reworked the movement animations, updated the animations for character movements, jumps, and stances, added new breathing animations, melee attack animations, weapon drawing and holstering. Sorry if you could hear Sho blowing her nose in the background. Added sprint animations that change depending on the weapon type, rifle, pistol, melee, grenade, and its length. Added rotations and tilt of the body when moving and sprinting. The lower the speed / position of the player and lower the tilt of the body during turns and vice versa. Implemented weapon operations during the sprint, in particular the ability to switch to another weapon, switch fire modes, check the magazine chamber, folding and unfolding, inspection and reloading. Fix the third person weapon twisting while prone when laying on the sights. This is really cool. I'm excited to see this in game, how this all looks. That's really awesome. Added daily tasks for player scavs. The tasks will now be given out by Fence once a day and will be available after building the intelligence center in the hideout, regardless of the PMC character level. Interesting. Added a new type of daily quest, searching for items from a category such as food, medicine, weapons, etc. All items will need to be found in one raid. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's a new type of quest. All right, I'll take it. Sorry, my voice is a little craggly, by the way. I was at a concert the other night Added slots for special items in the PMC inventory, in which you can put a compass and a rangefinder, a Wi-Fi camera, a marker, and other special items. Items in special slots are not lost upon death. They also cannot be looted from bodies. To activate them from a special slot, you need to assign a key on the quick access panel. That's really cool. So that means, like, even if you die, I guess you're not going to lose your markers now when you're questing. So I guess that's something to help out players early game, and you don't have to fill your entire secure container with markers. Added a flare gun and a single shot reactive flare round with lighting and flare ammo. Shooting a red flare will call a plane with an airdrop to fly to the nearest possible location. Updated the airdrop mechanics, added 4 types of containers with unique contents. So we've got weapons, medicine, supplies, and general purpose. Added countermeasure flares when flying in and dropping the container. Added countermeasure flares when flying in and dropping the container. Updated the plane flying trajectories and decreased the engine sound volume. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Nikita. Jesus Christ. I appreciate you. Good god, no longer will I have to take my headphones off when a plane flies in. I don't know what this line means. Added countermeasure flares when flying and dropping a container. Oh, it's the flares that fly out the back of the planes when they're being when a rocket fires at them. I've seen videos of this. They let a bunch of flares fly out the back of the plane, and it confuses guidance systems, and then they hit those flares and blow up. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so it's like an extra indicator that the airdrop has dropped from the plane. That's actually sweet. That's really cool. Added tasks for the new lighthouse territories. Okay. Updated the base clothing models for USEC and Bear PMCs. Rest in peace, the old models. Added new head models for USEC and Bear PMCs. And we've also added new weapons and customization for them. So we've got the Benelli M3 Super 90 shotgun, Accuracy International, the AXMC sniper rifle. I believe that's the bolt action 338 Lapua. We've got the MP18 single shot rifle, the RD704 assault rifle, the SAGAK carbine, the HK-G36 assault rifle, and the MGL M32A1 revolver grenade launcher, which is Big Pipe's weapon. Feels good, man. Reworked the animations for the MP133 and the MP9. Okay. Added a new model animations and modifications for the SV98. Cool. The SV98, the original sniper rifle, finally got a bit of love. Added new equipment and items. Oh, but they're not going to list it all, of course. Changed the bonuses for the perception skill. Now the hearing radius is increased by 0.3% per level, up to 15% for max level. Before this change, the hearing was just 0.7 up to 35. Wow, that's actually great. In my opinion, I would love to see the hearing bonus just completely removed and have the perception skill changed a little bit. But for now, this makes me happy. So good. Step in the right direction for perception. Change the inertia, speed, and force when leaning. Added new outfits for both PMC factions. Added new crafting recipes in the hideout. Reworked the elite metabolisms of a skill effect. Now with 0 hydration and energy, you will not receive any thirst and hunger damage, but still receive other negative effects. Before this change, there was no negative effects at all. Yeah, that's fine, because that basically means you can survive forever anyway. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Rework the elite strength skill. Now weapons equipped on sling and back and in the holster become weightless. All other equipment and item weight in chest rigs, backpacks, pouches, and secured containers is counted normally. Before this change, all equipment and weapons were weightless. Ooh. Big nerf to strength. But sure, we'll take it. Mules are still in the game, Smile. I'll keep abusing them until the day I die, brother. All right, graphical improvements. AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution FSR and image scaling technology in modern 3D games allow you to increase performance and minimal loss of quality, blah, 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 blah. The FSR is only available for full HD resolution, so 1920 by 1080 and higher. Performance mode is only available for 4K Ultra HD resolution, so 3840 by 2160 and higher. You shit. Temporarily disabled the ability to enable MIP streaming in the graphics settings. We are currently reworking this function and we re-enable it in a nearest update. Updated the NVIDIA Reflex version. Reworked laser sights for all tactical devices with IR mode enabled. The lasers and flashlights will not be visible since they are designed to be used with NVGs. Also, the intensity and brightness of standard non-IR lasers has been increased. Oh, cool. So they made the lasers brighter and probably more defined and stuff. That's awesome. Sounds. Added new voices for Bear and USEC. Added new sounds of movement on top of various surface types. Added sounds for weapon dropping. Oh yeah, we saw this in a previous podcast. It's actually pretty cool. Added sounds of bodies collapsing after death and sounds of transition to prone. Ooh, bodies collapsing after death sounds cool. All right, now we've got a big old list of fixes, so let's try and quickfire this shit. Sound effect of active headsets no longer persists between offline raids. Added a perk icon for hand stamina to the endurance skill. Cultist knife charge value no longer resets to max if the knife is picked up from a killed player. Fixed the display of prices with 5 or more characters for items that take 1 to 2 space cells. Added sorting table button to the mail and task reward screens. Oh, that's actually really nice. The trajectory of the AGS projectile no longer changes when the scope is moved. The metal bars on the lab location no longer reduce the damage when shooting through them. Fixed incorrect behavior of bodies after death in some specific places on the lighthouse location. The next button no longer disappears if you return to the faction selection screen if from the head model and voice selection screen and the nickname screen. The MS-2000 marker no longer floats in the air after placing it. Fix the incorrect behavior of the settings interface when switching from full screen mode to borderless mode. Fix the incorrect window size for 1920 by 1080 resolutions in windowed mode. Helmet mounted flashlights no longer block vision when using stationary weapons. Picking up an item while prone no longer causes the incorrect camera movement. Adjusted the aim accuracy for the TOS KS-23M carbine. Fixed a bug that caused roses visually appear incorrectly behind stationary weapons. Sort direction indicator no longer changes its position if the player re-enters the flea market screen. The FN Scar H 762x51 20 round magazines are now increase the weapon size by 1 slot down. Why? This gun is trash anyway. Nobody uses it. Now, nobody's definitely probably not going to use it. When changing the menu background while in the hideout image is no longer overlapped by the menu background. Fix the HiCom Trooper TFO icon for low graphics settings. Fixed incorrect icon anti-aliasing for big items in the stash. Fixed a bug that caused the character textures to become distorted when loading into a raid. Fixed incorrect patrol route for Tagilla on nighttime factory. Fixed the lack of wet asphalt effect with SSR enabled in some places on the lighthouse location. Added inertia when quickly tapping the AD keys. Wait, didn't we have this already? Fixed bot behavior when shooting with revolvers. Weapon stat penalties from ammo are now displayed correctly for revolvers. Fixed incorrect behavior of Tagilla when changing positions during combat. Killa is no longer hostile to player scavs with a reputation above 6. Oh, damn, okay. Fixed display of weapons in the folded and unfolded state in the stash. Fixed the possibility of bot hands getting frozen. Rogues are now aggressive against USEC players who killed them in past raids. Oh, cool. Fixed a number of issues related to the calculation of inertia, allowing players to bypass and reduce it. Fixed an error that caused the disappearance of ammo loaded into magazines during a raid after finishing. Oh, this is actually a very recent bug that they just fixed. That's cool. Fixed a blocking of inventory operations that could occur after selecting a weapon picked up from a killed scav. Fixed a bug due to which the container from an airdrop froze in the air or ended up in places inaccessible to players. I've never seen that. I'd love to see a video of that. Fixed an overly bright lighting of character when loading into a location. Other changes, numerous balancing changes for item parameters, visual fixes on locations, various balancing changes of weapon characteristics, added an ability to select a different display in the game settings. That's actually a really nice change. Various fixes and adjustments of the user interface. So lads, there it is. My throat. Those are the patch notes for the latest EFT patch with today's wipe. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are excited to see in the comments down below. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. And best of luck with the wipe, my friends.